Wait, it's the city one, right? If the city starts requiring residents to sort the materials that they put out for recycling, then many residents will put more recyclables in with their regular garbage. This will result in more recyclables being buried in the city's landfill.
What's going on
However,
so far?
I'm sorry?
What's going on so far?
Oh, okay. So the city wants to start requiring residents to sort their recycling, but they have this fear that they basically won't do it and they'll just end up in the city's landfill.
I'm thinking of my other brother here, where I'm like, if you tell him to do, like, he might do something, but the second you tell him to do it, he's gonna stop doing it. Yep. All right, continue on.
However, because of the cost of having city workers do the sorting, the sanitation department will not stay within its budget unless the sorting requirement for residents is implemented. So the cost of the city workers doing the sorting right now is just not going to stay within budget. So that's why the city wants to start implementing this rule.
Cool. All right, so what answers did we have here?
I had it down to D and E, and I chose E, which was wrong.
All right, did anybody have anything else other than D and E? Which I'm guessing a lot of you might have picked E because you didn't like any of them, and then you kind of just went with E. So you probably were pretty adamant that it wasn't A, B, or C.
I didn't pick D because I thought nowhere in the stimulus it said if they didn't implement this or if they didn't increase the budget, it would go up. I just thought like, so it says the city starts requiring residents to sort the materials that they put out for recycling, then many residents will put more recycling. It's only saying that when they start to require these residents to sort the materials, that's only when it will go up. Or no, that's not only when it'll go up, but you get what I'm saying.
But if the sanitation if the sanitation department stays within budget, what happened?
Then they start requiring her.
Yes.
Okay.
Did everybody else catch that for D? Or why D's right?
Yeah. I just had a hard time seeing why E was wrong, but I mean, that was my problem. Like I couldn't determine why E was not it.
It's okay. What kind of condition does unless introduce?
Negate sufficient.
Yes, well, unless introduces necessary, but yes, you negate the sufficient. So we're saying the sorting requirement for residents is implemented. So that means that the sorting requirement happens. So the sanitation will not stay within budget. So if we stay within budget, that means that we implemented the thing. But this is saying that if the city implements this, they'll stay within budget. So it's flipped. That's false.
Oh, see, I didn't think about it as like diagramming. I was thinking about it like rationally, I guess, like, oh, well, that makes sense. Obviously, if they, implement it.
What this is telling us, though, and if we think about, even if you think about it in common sense world and don't diagram it, it's our only chance to stay within budget is if we implement this, but that doesn't mean if we implement it, we're guaranteed it.
Okay. Yep.
Like your only chance, you are not going to go to law school, or I'm trying to think of like, you will not score a 180 on the LSAT unless you actually take the test. So does that mean if you take that test, you're going to get a 180?
I wish. No.
Fabulous.